The Target Series heads to the Michigan National Speedway up in Brooklyn, Michigan for the running of the Lowe's 250. This fast 2-mile oval is the next stop on the Target Series. On the post, the 44 TJ Hanley needs a lot to go right for him to make the chase. Could definitely be done, but it would be very hard for Hanley to do it. Who's outside the 19th, Jake Galloway. Then third driver who's in the chase currently, Luke Rainey. Diego Lopez in fourth, rounding out the top 5 land lines. William Bullen trying to get up there in 6th. Code Luigi in 7th. They have Bill Seaman in 8th. 9th, Charles Roberts and Riley Spraguchi rounds up the top 10. The rest of the field is Carson Bowers in the 33 with Adam McDowell in the 16. Then their second in points, Lawrence Pound with Isaac Nichols in the 7. They have Justin Knight in third in points, Andrew Miller. Then there's Trey Rainey and Michael Sanders, Jonathan Wong and Greg Lee. They have Clayton Thomas and Danny Lloyd, Sebastian Kukulon and Stephen Baker. Then there's Joey Trickle and Anthony Lehman, Jeff Bright and Max Anderson. They have Gustavo Rocha and Alex Stewart, Alexander Rowe and Colton Yo. Then Jay Jefferson and Matt Hamill, Jonathan Beeford and Marshall Burrow. Then Steve Lucker and points leader William Seaman start at the back of the field, but he's on the inside row. Now Johnny Gardner and Jennifer Beeford, and in the final row, Eli Bright in the 88, with Michael Canto in the 14 to his outside. There's your starting lineup for the Lowe's 250 here at Michigan. Let's get going with our starting command.
For today's command, Bobby Allison.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelts a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade. Be safe. Have some fun, all right?
And our field 42 cars rolling off the starting grid, led by TJ Hanley in the 44. In a big comparison to last few races, the front two Toyotas, a Ford and third, your first Chevy starting fourth with the 0 of Diego Lopez, and they have the only Dodger in the field, William Bullen, starting in the 6th position, the number 74 car. But starting 6th, that could be worse than starting maybe 10th, or not 10th, but like 9th, somewhere on the inside where you're going to want to be on the inside at the start of this race. In case a crash does evolve, you're going to be on the inside, get ahead of it, and you also can gain positions if a crash doesn't happen. So Hanley, Luke Rainey on the inside low. To his outside is the 19 of Jake Galloway, and the 0 of Diego Lopez. Coming into the restart zone for TJ Hanley and Jake Galloway. 19 laps around this 2-mile oval here in Brooklyn, Michigan. As we hit the restart zone, Hanley steps on the gas, and we're racing here in the Lowe's 250. Down the backstretch of the race, already fanning out 3 wide. We saw Bullen tried to get down front of Coluigi because of how the 19 spun the tires to Jake Galloway. 74 tried to get down low, but Coluigi's down there. They go 3 wide now for 4th. Through 3 and 4, side by side for the race, and lap number 1. Off of 4. Can Hanley do it from the pole? Can Luke Rainey get there and get 5 bonus points towards his chase picture? To the stripe, it's going to be close, but I think Rainey may have gotten it by nose. We'll see at the stripe. It looks like it was. Luke Rainey, that's 5 bonus points for him. That's big towards his chase hopes because he is right there in the top 10. Charles Robert down low, tight in that 24 is William Bullen up against the wall. He hits it as they come down the backstretch, but keeps it up there. No crash caused yet. Luke Rainey still side by side with Hanley. They're side by side, dead even as they hit turn number 3. Here comes Lyons trying to get down low on Coluigi. Put the 4-2 down there. Yepez found his way down low. Galloway's kept in touch within the front 6. Hanley finally falling back here in the 44. Luke Rainey trying to clear and lead another lap. Bullen falling back 3 wide on the top side. They're going to go 4 wide. Lawrence Palapon. And the 39, a big move. Andrew Miller there. They settle it down to 3 up, but that could have been close. Miller third in points. Palapon second in points. And they're racing pretty hard in the back of the field. There's the 39 getting tight. Still up front, though. They're still side by side. Oh, 33 bounced off the wall hard. Some cars bounced off the wall there. We keep it straight, but Wong down low. He could get down to the apron and cause a crash if he doesn't come back up. Down to the apron, tight. Slows a few cars down the inside, the outside, going around. There goes Kukla and some others around. Wong still look down low, slow. Back up front. Luke Rainey got clear, but here comes Code Luigi in the 42 looking low. Luigi trying to make the chase after a dismal start to the season. He could definitely get it done. It's going to be hard like Hanley's case, but he could definitely get it done. Galloway to the inside of the 19. Charles Robert behind him. Look at Landon Lyons with a big run as they come off turn number 2. See how the field kind of spread out now from what happened with the 48 there. Still side by side as they come off into turn number 3. Jake Galloway down low, Coluigi up top. And now Jake Galloway will clear Coluigi. Falls back 3 wide. Hanley goes to the middle lane. Robert is down low. Luigi and Luke Rainey up top 3 wide. Bill Seaman has joined the party. Jake Galloway leads lap number 4. And up front, the 78 Riley Sprayed to the last car in this pack. Currently, we have 10 cars at the front, but it could be more as we get later on in the race. These guys, single file back there, can definitely run these front few down without the racing 3 and 4 wide up here. Not be surprised to see them start catching up. The green guys to the outside wall as they come down the backstretch. Jake Galloway still leads. TJ Henley's doing a great job on the outside lane. He's almost clear. Robert right there. Coluigi gets clear in 4th from the top position. Yepez, 5th now in the 0 cars. Here comes the rest of the field coming into it. Like the 11, the 39, some others, they're starting to rejoin this pack. Robert looks to the inside. Yepez looks underneath the 42 of Luigi. The 42 trying to get that draft to stay clear as we're almost already halfway through the race. A very fast race here at Michigan. It speeds over 200 miles an hour off into the corner. It's not insane to think that this race is going by pretty fast. Hanley's doing a great job in the outside lane. He's not really losing much, and if he does lose stuff, he doesn't lose that much. So that 44 car looks pretty strong. If he can get down low and get to the race lead, watch out for Hanley at some point. Luigi really tight there through the corner. Look at Hanley rotating well, gets clear of the 24. Robert, we got tight. He could be looking low for the race, and yellow's out. We're racing back. It's going to be Jake Galloway and Hanley side by side to the stripe. Galloway leads us back. Hanley in 2nd, but there's an issue as they came off of turn number 2. Anthony Lehman and Alexander Rowe are 2 of them involved. Alex Stewart, another one of them. Looks like it could have been 3 or 4 cars involved. Galloway with the race lead once we get back to the stripe. And we'll see what happens. We're at caution number 1 here at Michigan. They got basically 4 right here. You can see Jonathan Wong in the 40 up top, the 07 right there. There's the 01. It looks like the 99 down low. And the 40 of Wong's going to bounce off the wall right here, being 4 wide, come down, get the 07 of Alexander Rowe. 07 spins around, gets the 3 right there from Lehman, and then the 46 of Alex Stewart gets front-end damage right there. So not many cars actually got much damage. Stewart with the most there in the 46, he actually drives away first. Rowe might have the next most damage, and Lehman, I think, just took a spin with some contact as he got hit. That sent him spinning. So I really don't think that a majority of these cars are going to be fine. The only one that you could worry about is the 46 of Alexander Rowe has some pretty significant front damage right here. There you can see the 3 just got side damage, and the 07 doesn't really look like he has too much damage. So these guys should be fine to continue on racing. Jake Galloway leads us back to the caution flag in the 19. TJ Henley in 2nd. We're going to have a late race restart here at Michigan. See who gets the victory lane in the Lowe's 250. 9 laps to go when we get the green flag here in the Lowe's 250. Jake Galloway out front in the race lead. All 42 cars we mentioned would probably still be in the race, and they all are still left in the race. Jake Galloway in the 19 out front. He's pretty much dominated this race so far, but Pulsar TJ Henley's behind him in 2nd. He's had a pretty fast hot rod on the outside lane. Charles Robert in 3rd. Bill Seaman 4th. Coluigi 5th. They have Luke Bray in 6th. Diego Yepez 7th. Land Lyons 8th. Riley Sprayed 9th. And Andrew Miller 3rd points rounds out the top 10. So here they come off of 4. Pace car into pit road. 9 laps to go for the restart. Jake Galloway out front. TJ Henley in 2nd. Into the restart zone for those two. They started 1-2 in this race. Here they are. 1-2 late in the race. We're back racing here at Michigan. Hanley spins the tires on the 44. Allows Galloway to get a great jump and get away. And Robert went high. Let's see if Bill Seaman, what he does. Luke Ray went high in the 22 car. Seaman has a run to the 24, but doesn't make a move. They stay in line for now as they go through 1 and 2. Some moves being made further back in the pack. The 22 of Luke Ray first to go high. Some others looking a little bit higher as they come down the backstretch. Hanley with the run to the inside. Galloway tried to block it off, but the 44 is no help down low. Galloway trying to stay clear into turn number 3. Look at the run for the 24 up top. Look at the 98. Coluigi joined the madness. Here they come off of turn number 4. Hanley down low, the 19 up top, and they both have pushers. Here comes Bill Seaman looking 3 wide to the bottom lane, to the stripe. At the line, I believe Hanley led by nose, but they're 3 wide for the race up into turn number 1. Bill Seaman down low with Coluigi as his pusher. TJ Henley in the middle lane could get through this with the race lead. Tight down low for the 94, or the 98 and the 42. And Hanley gets clear on the top side. Down the backstretch they race. Coluigi looking 3 wide for a second. That 42 car. Pushed from Yepez in the 0. And now Yepez looks to make it 4 wide. This for 3rd. Some contact between the 24 and the 42. Galloway up top. Into the wall he goes. Slows Luke Ray's momentum. Now they're 4 wide back there. 4 wide trying to get around the 19 of Jake Galloway who's slowed up. And the front 2 get away. Hanley leads Seaman. Oh, car! Is that Trey Rennie in trouble into turn 1? He's around. There's Jake Galloway into it. Is that the 99? Johnny Gardner as well. The 19, there's the 14 all torn up, and the yellow is out with an issue on the 18. Now they're racing back. Do you want to be in one of the front few positions? Coluigi knows he's trying to get to 3rd, but he might lose his spot to Robert. Hanley leaves back. Bill Seaman will be 2nd. Looks like it's going to be Charles Robert in third and Cole Luigi fourth. Yepes will round out the top 5 for the restart. That's 6 to go. It's going to be 2 to go for the restart. Trey Rainey may have blown up or something. That car jerked to the right. And he got Johnny Gardner and so many others. We'll see what happened. I think it was Trey Rainey the first to go around in that. You know what happened? Trey Rainey running along the inside, gaining positions, and he blows up right here. Down the front stretch, across the line right here. Over 200 miles an hour, off into the corner. He's getting up into the draft of the 9. And you'll see it just explode right there. Grenades down the straightaway. Now he tries to get low, and I think it may just go straight into the corner. Yeah, just go straight. I'm wondering if something happened to the car. He got Luke Rainey, but Luke does a great job saving that car. But Jake Gow, an innocent bystander with nowhere to go. And the 19 comes down the track. He gets the 99 right there of Anderson. There's Michael Cantle. There's Johnny Gardner. And around those drivers go. That's a tough break. Jonathan Wong got some damage there at the end. That's such a weird incident for the 18 Trey Rainey. Something must have blown up, and I don't know if it caused the car to go straight, but maybe cut the steering off or something like that. Just some freak accident happening here. Because it looked like he tried to get low right here, but it looks like it kind of just goes straight. It looks like he's trying to control it, just goes straight. And the 60 Greg Lee kind of rear ends him right there. Nothing Lee could do. You can't slam on the brakes. You're going 200 miles an hour from the corner, and that happens right in front of you. You don't have much you can do. We'll go on board Jake Galloway. That's a heartbreak for him. Started on the outside of the front row. He's dominated this race, but now he's involved in the crash with his teammate and most likely out of this race. A hard hit there for Galloway. He'll be done for the day. We'll go on board with Luke Gray in the 22. He narrowly escapes this one. He was sideways in 1-2, but does a great job saving after hitting his brother. You'll see the cars go flying on by. There's the 18 Trey Rainey. And you'll see right here, blown up. You see the 6 hit him. Yeah, I really don't think nothing Trey could have done there. I think the car just went straight after something went amiss on the 18 car. That's a tough break for them and anyone who was involved. Oh, did Luke wreck coming back? Oh, gosh. We have to kind of watch this pack coming back. Look at them. They're 5 wide. Trying to get around everyone. Cars take to the apron. They slow up. It looks like they may spread out enough to where they don't cause a crash. But that could have been big there coming back to the line. The 22 in the wall and almost actually wrecked coming back to the caution flag. So TJ Hanley left to deal with a 2-lap restart. Here out front, the 44 car. He did not win last season in the Target Series. He'll get back to victory lane. TJ Hanley out front with Bill Seaman chasing him. Coming back to the restart. It'll be 2 laps left, 4 miles here at Michigan. From that crash, Johnny Gardner, Michael Cantle, Max Anderson, Trey Rainey, and Jake Galloway all out. 37 cars on the racetrack to end this thing out. The 18's problem was a header. That's what went wrong there. TJ Hanley out front trying to get back to victory lane in the Target Series, but he has hungry drivers behind him. Bill Seaman in second, Charles Robert third, Cole Luigi fourth, Diego Yepes in fifth, Michael Sanders sixth, Riley Sprue 7th, Andrew Miller third in points 8th, Landlines 9th, and Justin Knight rounding out the top 10. Your points are William Seaman back in the 25th position, just trying to gain positions on this restart. We'll see who wins though. Hanley, after starting on pole, has stayed up front. He's had a great car on the top side. Can he close out a great performance to win the Lowe's 250? Can Bill Seaman get there? Can someone else run the back of the pack, come up to the front? There's a car in the apron blowing up. Pace car to pit road. 2 laps is all that's left here at Michigan into the restart zone for Hanley. And we are back racing. The 44 may have spun the tires again. Bill Seaman is right there on the restart. 42 Coluigi breaks high, trying to get a run. Jeff Bright looking low in the 1 car. There's your Pez looking to the inside of the 42 of Coluigi. There's only 2 laps left, so if people do not get formed up to line up and make a move, it could all be over. They come off of 2. The 24 looking low in the 98 down the backstretch. Robert looking low on Seaman, but the 98 stays on with the 44 and gets clear. We're coming to the white flag in the Lowe's 250. 3 wide for second as Hanley gets away. Yepes goes 3 wide, looking to win this race. But he has to run down the 44 of TJ Hanley. To the white flag they come. Last lap in the Lowe's 250. Hanley has a great lead over the 24 and the zeros. They're side by side behind him. 2 miles left. Who gets back around with the race win? Yepes with the bottom lane trying to get a run through 1 and 2. He's trying to get clear as they come down the backstretch. If he get clear, come up, he could try to make a move in 3 and 4. He's in the draft for that 44. Can he get a run? It was Judd to be for it to come down to pit road. Off into turn 3. The 0 looking for a push. He will not get one. The 24 looks to his inside. Hanley started on pole in the Lowe's 250. The track where he won his first Gary Cup Series race, he'll win one in the Target Series. TJ Hanley wins again in the Target Series. So he wins at Michigan. Dominating performance of the 2 drivers that started on the front row. Hanley and Jake Galloway both led a majority of this race to win. Hanley ends up with the race victory. He got out front at the right time and won it. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Lowe's 250 at the Michigan International Speedway. There were 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 2 lead changes among 3 different drivers. TJ Hanley led the most laps at 9 in this race. 9:19 laps led from the pole. Charles Robert tried to get there at the end. He ends up 2nd. Yepes falls to 3rd. Bill Seaman 4th, and Riley Sprayto rounds out the top 5. Cole Luigi was up there all race. He ends up 6th. Andrew Miller closes down the points in 7th. Michael Sanders 8th. Justin Knight 9th, and Adam McDowell rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20. How about this too? 4 of the junior motorsports cars were basically tandem at the end there. Knight ends up 9th. Nichols in 11th. Bright 12th. That's Jeff Bright. And Clayton Thomas 15th. Those 4 did a great job there at the end. They were basically lined up all in the bottom lane. Lawrence Palapon finishes 19th after starting 13th, not the day he was looking for. He closed down the points just a little bit as William Seaman in the 0-0 finishes 22nd, so he gained a few spots there in the restart. Luke Ring, after field for him, he started 3rd. He led 3 laps in this race and falls to 32nd after getting high into the outside wall. That car possibly got tight from that, and just a tough break there. And Jake Galloway had probably the 2nd best car here today, maybe even the best car. He led 7 laps with being involved in that crash with his teammate Trey Rainey. Let's now go look at the points. Here are the points standings as we head from Michigan. William Seaman keeps on top of the points, but Lawrence Palapon has closed it into 18 points behind in 2nd. Andrew Miller keeps a solid 3rd. He's 34 back. But then those 3 have broken away from 4th on back. Danny Lloyd is 4th in points, and Clayton Thomas is 5th. They have landlines in 6th. Sebastian Kukulon is 7th. Luke Rainey falls to 8th, but still in a position to make it. Adam McDowell 9th, and Greg Lee rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20, and this wildcard spot is wide open. Only 2 drivers that are outside the top 10 inside the top 20 have a win. They are the 0-1 of Gustavo Rocha and the 62 of Jennifer Buford. They would be your 2 wildcards. Someone like Stephen Baker, William Bullen, Jonathan Buford, if those drivers fall out of the top 20, they could get in. If maybe the 16 falls out, that's a spot taken up. So anything can still happen. This chase is wide open. Anything can happen for this. 21st to 4th, you see some more winners down here. Matt Hamill has fallen to 22nd. Jay Jefferson down to 23rd. Max Anderson 25th. Justin Knight 27th. Galloway's 32nd. Nichols 33rd. Stewart's 37th. Hanley is 39th. Some of these drivers have to know that their chances are all but over as we're getting really close to chase time. We look ahead to the next race, which will be held at a road course. We go to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park for the Tim Hortons 250. I'll see you guys then.